Hello and welcome to the Coin Intel channel. Today we're talking about Bitcoin and yeah, it's not looking too green right now. BTC is down about 2.2%, and if you scroll through the top 100 coins, most of the market is flashing red. XRP is down 3% today, and over the past 7 days, it's dropped more than 14%. So yeah, almost every major cryptocurrency is bleeding right now. In this video, I'll break down why Bitcoin is dropping, what could happen next, and what our plan should be. We'll also talk about some key news updates and exactly where BTC might go from here. Let's dive in.
So let's talk about why Bitcoin is down today. BTC dropped about 2.5% in the last 24 hours. And yeah, there's a mix of reasons behind it. First, whale activity. Around $580 million worth of Bitcoin was moved to exchanges. That usually triggers fear that big players are getting ready to sell. Then there's this ETF drama, a high-profile crypto ETF, one that holds Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and more, actually won SEC approval. Sounds bullish, right? But just as things were looking up, a surprise legal stay halted the launch. That uncertainty, it's spooking the market. And technically speaking, BTC is still struggling to break through key resistance around 118K, so some pullback here makes sense. But hey, don't panic. These kinds of dips are normal. It's just part of the game. The broader market still looks healthy long term. So stay patient, stay sharp, and don't make emotional moves during sell-offs.
All right, let's break down the BTC chart together. And yeah, today's move wasn't pretty. If you've been watching the liquidation data, over $800 million in long positions were wiped out in the last 24 hours. That's insane, and it triggered a wave of panic selling across the market. Now look here on the chart. Right here, you can see where Bitcoin broke below the 116K support zone. That level was both psychological and technical, and once it cracked, the market dipped hard. On the macro side, there's not much support either. No fresh bullish news, ETF inflows are slowing down, and the Fed keeps throwing around hawkish signals, which basically means higher interest rates are staying. And yeah, risk assets like Bitcoin don't love that. So fundamentally, it's risk off right now. Investors are backing off.
Let's take a look at the BTC USDT 4-hour chart. And yeah, things have changed quickly. We were watching that tight range between 112K and 118K, right? A lot of people thought a breakout was coming, and it did, but not in the direction we wanted. Bitcoin actually broke out of the triangle, but instead of pushing higher, it faked out and dropped hard. Classic move. And now, BTC's falling and heading straight toward that $110,000 zone. Look here. This was the resistance zone at 118K, and support was sitting around 112K. Once it lost that, it just slid. If you check the RSI on the daily, it's around 52, so it's not oversold yet, just kind of neutral. No real momentum from buyers or sellers. And the MACD, it's completely flat. No crossover, no strength. So what does that mean? Simple. The market's just drifting right now. No clear direction, but short-term bias is leaning bearish. A lot of analysts were warning about this. They pointed out that there's low volume support between 112K and 115K, so once that broke, price was free to dump. So what now? Personally, I'm just watching. I'm not entering anything here. I want to see if 110K holds. If we bounce, great, I'll reassess. But if we drop through that too, the next support is probably 108K or even lower. No panic, just patience.
Here's how I'm approaching this. If BTC breaks above 118K with solid volume, I'm going long, targeting 122K to 125K, and I'll keep my stop loss just below 115K, right around this wick zone here. But if BTC breaks below 112K, I'm not selling in panic. I'll just wait for a re-entry down at 108K, or possibly 104K if things get nasty. And long term, I'm still DCAing.
Every dip is a buying opportunity if you're thinking years ahead, not days. Just remember, protect your capital, have a plan, stick to it, and don't trade based on fear or hype.
So that's the current Bitcoin setup. Not boring, but definitely tricky. What's your target? 130K this cycle or a correction to 100K? Comment below with your thoughts. And hey, if you learned something, hit like and subscribe. I've got more altcoin plays and macro analysis coming up. Stay sharp.